Reviewing Krystals in Riverdale, Georgia. Is Krystals better than White Castle? This is way better than White Castle. It is better than White Castle.
I have to try that too. Let's go. All right, guys, so it's late night here in Orlando. It's like 8:20, something like that. Everything closes early here around 8 or 9, so this is truly like midnight somewhere else, like in New York. I've never heard of Krystals before until I saw that video from Mr. Chimetime. I read about it a little bit, and I saw that they use mustard instead of ketchup. That's one of the main differences. And also the bread looked a little bit thicker, so I can't wait to try it out. There's actually very few influencers or social media content creators that I do watch. So the main reason is that I can't trust them, all right? If you go to a place and you love absolutely everything, it makes no logical sense at all. It's impossible. It's crazy. It's not like you go to a restaurant, right? You order, your whole family orders, and everything comes out perfect. How many times has that happened? It's super rare. And these aren't Michelin star restaurants either, where they're like pushing perfection because they want to get more stars or they want to maintain their stars. So that's really the main reason why. We're here at Krystals. The dining room actually closes after 6, so we're gonna have to go through the drive-thru. Let me have the number 3 with cheese. Let me see, what do you got here?
Coke products.
Coke. Let me have a. Oh, you have Fanta?
Strawberry.
All right, let me have that.
Anything else?
And let me have the. What's it called? I don't see it here. The chicken sandwich you have?
One chick.
Yeah, one of them.
So you want a number 3 with cheese and then one chick. The
Yeah.
3 is with a strawberry Fanta. Anything else?
All right, that's it.
Go for it.
All right, thanks. We got our order here. Let's start with the side chick. All right, so total we spent $16. We got this side chick right here. It looks like there's mayo in there. And a pickle also. Cheers. All right, I don't know if you guys can see it there, but this is actually real chicken. You can see the strands of chicken in there. It's not that chicken mush that you see from like the McDonald's chicken nuggets. Even their chicken sandwiches, I think, are mush. So I gotta give them points for that. But it's actually super dry. It does have mayo on it. It has a pickle. It's not really helping it. It's just really dry on the inside. I'm gonna have to give it a 3 out of 10. It has pretty good flavor though, but it's mostly coming from the breading. All right, let's try their double. Looks pretty good. And as I saw before, the bread looks much thicker than White Castle. All right, one thing I noticed is that there's no holes in the meat like at White Castle. So I don't know if you're getting more meat for your dollar here. And the buns look like they get steamed on top. Let's try it out. Cheers. All right, so you can taste the mustard. It's not bad. It tastes actually pretty good. I feel like White Castle has more onions though. It has some kind of like a savory mayo and also a pickle in here. I'm gonna give it a 6.8 out of 10. It's pretty good. It's not too bad. The beef does taste steamed, and it is tender as well. The bread, I feel like this is sturdier than White Castle. I feel like White Castle, I can squish it and flatten it out even when you get like a double. But it's not like a mind-blowing slider or a cheeseburger. It's a 6.8. All right, next up, let's try the fries. They look hand-cut at some point, but they were probably previously frozen. All right, these fries are pretty thick. Pretty good, nicely salted. I'd say they're mid too. I'm gonna give them a 6 out of 10. Nothing crazy either. All right, so I don't really know if it's better than White Castle yet, but Mr. Chimetime, I think he gave it a 7.5. I think it's a 6 here. It's nothing crazy, but we're pretty close on the numbers. Well, I can't wait to compare it to White Castle. We're gonna have to head over there tomorrow because I got work in the morning and I'm an old man. I gotta get my beauty rest. I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right now we're going to White Castle. It's right near Disney. I wanted to show you guys, this is I-4, the deadliest highway in the US. I think they said it's like the most deaths per day on this highway or something like that. There's an article online that you guys should read before you come down here, and make sure you drive safely here. You have to drive defensively all the time. It's like driving in New York City. That's what I can most compare it to. All right, so this White Castle opened up 1 to 2 years ago. When they first opened, the lines were insane. I think people were waiting like 6+ hours in line. It was nuts. And back north, we didn't really eat White Castle. It was like, I think where we ate it, where we lived in Huntington Station, we would sometimes go to Adventureland in Farmingdale off of 110. And there was a White Castle there, so instead of eating at Adventureland, we'd drive back and then we'd stop by White Castle sometimes. But one funny thing is, once they opened it down here, my daughter was bugging me for us to come try it, and I was telling her, we never even really ate that in New York. Why would we get on these massive lines? But eventually, I think last year's the last time I had it, we stopped in and I picked up a couple sliders for nostalgia. All right, but I'm curious to see. I know they have another burger on there. It's called the 1921 burger. It has lettuce, tomatoes, and I think a raw onion, if not just lettuce, tomatoes. But I don't remember seeing that ever on the menu before. It was never with toppings, extra toppings. So I'm curious to try that one out. All right, guys, we made it to White Castle. There's actually pretty empty, the drive-thru. It's 2:42 on a Saturday. Nobody here today. I mean, the inside looks like it's a big pack. It is hot down here. I'm just gonna go through the drive-thru. I should have used the other one, right? Because it's empty. And we can order right away. You know what's funny? Some people, you come up to a drive-thru. Well, I guess some people might have never been here, but you come up to a drive-thru and then you don't know what to order, and the car's there like 30 minutes ordering their food. Come on, man. You gotta be like me, research this. Let me have 2 1921 sliders.
Okay, did you want the meal or just the sliders?
Just the sliders.
Okay.
And let me.
American cheddar or jalapeno?
Oh, let me have cheddar.
Okay.
And 2 double cheese sliders, also with cheddar.
Okay.
And a crispy chicken breast slider. And can I get an order of cheese fries? Can you do the cheese sauce on the side? Okay, thank you. All right, so right off the bat, this was $19. Did we order anything extra? Or that was it? I think we ordered pretty much the same thing at both. I think we get an extra burger here though. All right, and it's $19. Krystals was $12. No, Krystals was $13. So White Castle's more expensive. You get, the extra burger cannot be, what is it, $6, right? So I guess it's pricier out here. Here, it's not too far from Disney Springs, but there is a lot of fast food. I just saw that there's a Raising Cane's opening up. I don't know if there's another one in Florida. I've been wanting to try it out because I've seen it all over social media. They say they have the best sauce. Some people say that the best chicken. Other people saying that the chicken is not that great, but the sauce is amazing. So I'd like to try it out for myself and see how it is. Hopefully they open up soon, probably by this year. People come out of the parks and they're hungry, man, because you're tired. You're walking around there, waiting in lines. Yeah, don't eat dinner there. Even if you go over here to like Golden Corral, you're better off because $18 in the parks, you're gonna get like a those frozen beef patty burgers is trash, or those frozen chicken tenders.
Don't talk bad about my chicken tenders, bro.
But at least at Golden Corral for $18, they're grilling up steaks fresh. And you can see them grill it up front too. I did a video there, and I had actually never tried it before, and I thought it was good for the price, especially if you're down here for tourism. It's a good choice. So I've been here in the same spot, waiting for my food for like 5 days. I'm pretty hungry now. Not that long, but it's taken a bit. And when we got here, there was only one other car in line. Now they have a massive line. There's like a dozen cars behind me. It's crazy. I feel like that always happens too when we go to any spot. It's like dead, and then suddenly it gets super packed. I don't know if you guys ever had that happened to you? Probably. I think probably my worst job. I worked at this, it was like a breakfast and lunch spot in Garden City, New York. And I was doing like salad prep. I was doing soups. And I was a busboy and a waiter. And the lady had me doing deliveries. And one time she got pissed off at me because I made myself a turkey sandwich and I put 3 slices of turkey instead of 2. And she went like on a whole rant, like crazy. Like, you can't have this. I mean, that's too much. Who eats 3 slices of turkey? I was like, it's just an extra slice of turkey. It's protein. I've been working here 8 hours. And then, so from then on, I would only grab 1 slice of turkey. And then after that, one time I had a turkey sandwich and I made myself a fruit smoothie. This fucking lady went off crazy on me. Luckily, a few days after that, I found another job, so I quit, man. That was the most satisfying quit my job of my life, I have to say. She had me doing deliveries. You know, she gave me like 3 or 4 deliveries. It would take me like an hour. And when I'd come back, she'd be pissed off. She's like, you're taking too long, Leo. What are you doing out there? You're fooling around. I'm like, there's red lights. There's traffic.
And you got 4 deliveries. That's 4 different places you have to drive to. It's
Yeah,
not like
I
they're
have
all
to
in the same
park.
area either.
Right? I have to park. I have to go inside, give the food, get paid. This is crazy. That was the most satisfying I quit moment of my life. All right, this is the double cheeseburger from White Castle, or slider, I should say. See, it looks cheesier. You could see that there is more onions, and you could see that the bun is a lot thinner. All right, you can see the holes that they place into the patties. It looks very similar, though. I have to say it looks cheesier, and I love that they give you a choice between American or cheddar cheese. All right, like I said, it looks cheesier, definitely, and more onions. Let's taste it. I'm gonna give this it's like a 6.5. I think is fair. Definitely better than Krystals. It's cheesier. The meat has more flavor, more seasoning on it, maybe from the onions. And I love the added onions to this. It definitely has more onions than Krystals does. This one, I don't think had any ketchup. I didn't taste any ketchup in it. But like I said, tastes pretty good. 6.5. All right, this is the chicken breast slider. All right, let's try it out. Open it up. Let's see how it looks in here. Cheesy. They didn't give me a choice of cheese for this one that I remember. It's probably American cheese, but let's try it out. It looks thinner, the patty, definitely, than the other one. But it looks like maybe squished more. You know, it kind of looks like Mickey Mouse. There's no sauce, right?
No sauce. Just a little dry.
Let's try it. Let's see how it is. Oh, the other one only had mayo. It's not like it had some amazing sauce on it.
Okay, but it had pickles.
Pickles. All right, let's try it. Cheers. Now, this is a 0 out of 10. It's super dry, but also the chicken is that mushy chicken parts, organs, whatever the hell it is. Has the texture is completely off. It doesn't really taste much like anything besides the breading around that chicken mush, and it's super dry. 0 out of 10. All right, check out the fries. They are crinkle cut. I don't know what those white spots around it are. That's kind of putting me off. I don't know what the hell that is. Flour looks a little weird. There's the cheese sauce. Let's try it out. All right, I'm not really sure what these white spots are. Maybe they dredge it in flour a little bit. Looks a little bit odd. Let's try it. I'm gonna give these fries a 7. They are crunchy. The cheese sauce is your nacho cheese sauce from like a movie theater. That's what it tastes like. It's a little bit spicy. The fries are good. They're crispy, nice mushy on the inside, very sort of tender. I don't have any complaints about them. Good flavor. Not bad. 7 out of 10. All right. This is the 1921 burger. Already looks better. The patty looks thicker. Pickles. I see cheese. I think we got cheddar cheese for this one too. And lettuce. Looks pretty good. Can't wait to try this one. This is the best looking slider out of all of the ones that we've bought today. And it's definitely heavier than the other one. So that patty is thicker, almost like a finger size thick. Let's try it out. If we've learned anything at all today, this is the slider that you need to get. 1921 slider. I'm going to give it an 8.5. It is a really good slider. The meat is thicker. Pause. The meat is thicker. It's got those sort of sauteed onions on there. Lettuce, tomato. Lettuce gives it a nice crunch. Nice freshness too from the tomato. I really love this one. Like I said, 8.5 out of 10. This is the only one you need to get out of Krystals and White Castle. Everything. This is the best one.